There seems to be a lot of pressure to automate support. Where do you think most of that pressure comes from today?
So I think when it comes to automating support, I think there's a lot of things that at least the basic how to's, the basic simple questions can be answered with the help of AI and the Copilot and so on. One of the things that we did when we just started implementing AI, we actually assigned a dedicated project manager. Her job was to review all of the interactions, to make sure the answers are valid, to validate them, to add more and more information to our data pool. And we saw the results because around 12% on a monthly basis of all of our tickets are being resolved completely by AI. This means that my agents can work on actual complicated tickets, on the things that require the human touch, the things that require a remote session or something that is more complicated, and we leave the more basic stuff to AI. So they handle less tickets, but the tickets that they actually handle are more complex, require the human touch. They also get information from AI that actually tried to solve it before. So AI tells them, I already tried ABC with the customer. You don't need to do it. You can start from the more advanced troubleshooting. So it also saves time, and we can focus on the more complex scenarios and solve them faster.
Yeah, some people don't realize that there's tiered support in almost every organization, and then more technical you get, the fewer people at the top, right? And those are those brains that you absolutely have to have because they're solving complex problems. I wonder as we get into this, is there a risk of over automating all these customer interactions?
So definitely, I think there is a risk. Like you don't want to get to a point where customers are frustrated with AI and frustrated with the automation. So you need to find the right balance that when we see that we can't help a customer using AI, it will direct them to an agent and it will tell the customer, hey, look, I already gave the agent all of the relevant information. I can tell you from a personal experience that I had with some airline company that I tried to get just a simple invoice sent to me, and the AI kept telling me, yeah, I can do it for you. I can do it for you. And every time I tried, it just didn't work. And he didn't want to give me a live agent. It took me like, I think 30 minutes just to ask him, okay, you're not helping me. I need a live agent. And I think that's exactly when you're over trying with AI instead of understanding, okay, this is where I need to stop and I need to move it to a real person and have the human in the loop.
Well, it's so interesting. The in technology, we always talk about stacks or layers. You might have your technology stack of what are the platforms and tools that you're using. We have a stack in the transport world going from fiber all the way up to the application layer. And now we're really talking about a new layer. It's always been there, but it's always been a different type of interaction, this human layer. How do you define that human layer in the modern support organization?
So I think nowadays, especially with technology all around us and all of the vibe coding apps and everything that exists, there is one thing that AI and all of those tools can never replace, and that's the human personal touch. There are countless of examples that we had where customers asked for a remote session or asked someone to actually jump on a call with them, even travel abroad and be with the customer to help them solve a complex issue. Those things I think, can never be replaced with AI and all of the tools and with all of the technology that exists around the world. I think that's something that definitely will stick around for a long time.